Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for To Your Eternity, Season 2, Episode 5. So, last time we had a ginormous reveal in this world of the fact that Bond can see spirits, apparently. That means spirits do exist. We've been seeing them since the start of the show, I just didn't know that they actually existed. I thought it was like a show's, you know, just tear at your heartstrings kind of thing. But no, apparently they really exist. Some of the people that uh, Fushi got close to are lingering around him, and that means that Bond could potentially be the gateway to communicate with him. So that's gonna be really awesome if that's the case. Or if Bond dies and Fushi gains his form, maybe Fushi will be able to do it himself. So that's another huge factor. Also, one thing I didn't really pick up on, or I didn't really put two and two together when we first met Bond that first episode, he said to Fushi, "I'm gonna introduce you to, or I'm gonna deliver you a whole new world." I think he said something along those lines, and I thought he meant I'm gonna help you shape the world, to your whim, to help you get rid of, the what are they called? The student knockers. I'm gonna help you defeat the knockers and shape the world to how you want it. I thought that's what he meant, but after last episode, it dawned on me when I finished recording that I think he meant the whole aspect of being able to see ghosts. That's the whole new world that he's gonna introduce him to. That's really cool. I also really liked the how I thought he was just overreacting about the handkerchief. I was just like, go buy a new one. But it was actually made for him by one of the ghosts that he met. Now, I don't know how that ghost made a physical object when it doesn't seem like they can interact with the physical world, but it is what it is. I still like the gesture of it and everything, and where I thought he was just overreacting, it really did have sentimental value to him. So yeah, it was the flashback with him and everything made me really respect him more than I did in the first episode. So let's see where we go, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Do not have a lover, and then instantly shows shit. What was his name? Kahaku. Right into the opening, pretty much, other than the recap stuff. Nice, nice. I still really like this opening. I'm really glad it didn't change, to be honest. Maybe we'll get to see some of those characters again that flash on Fushi while he's sad. The question is, why hasn't he brought it up yet, right? If the spirits are always around Fushi, shouldn't they be able to tell him, hey, tell him this. This is something that he shouldn't know, and convince him, The Holy Man's Voyage. Libu. Crazy. The scale. Are they going to be able to distribute the weekly if they're, like, following him? What if they get more than a week away from the village? I guess they could distribute the weekly to the soldiers. The elite position of chair. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You ruined everything, Fushi! Oh no! The sister came. I don't understand Japanese, but I can definitely tell she's talking and not the way that normal Japanese is spoken. Oh my god. Hmm. That feeling again. It can be. But it can also be wonderful. What a response. Just yes! Not more than that? Jeez. It's insane how much he can make. Oh no. He doesn't know how to make prosthetics. Do they have a man who's capable of making prosthetics? Ah. They'd have to... Oh, a team to fit it? Okay. I was gonna say, you can't just make the same exact one. Just... in case that one breaks, here's 30 more of them. God, that's so crazy that he can do that. He could solve world hunger. Oh shit. Wait, did he just hear him? Wow. Or was it one of the spirits somehow knew? Too. Oh shit. That's so gross that he can do that. Damn. Giving him a lot of help. Arrows. Ugh! Do you just make entire new boxes? Oh no, Thomas! Damn, he knows all of his soldiers' names. That's actually crazy, or at least a large portion of them. And he can tell who they are in their armor. That's pretty impressive. Like, as silly as that is, like, the way he acts, that's actually very impressive. Like, the dad worries about how the other son is, like, donating money to rebuild, donating his allowance to rebuild buildings, but look how much Bon is, like, a part of his community. Picked a new chair already. Yeah. How can that be bad for a king? Like, I'd want to follow someone like that, right? Was he trying to wink? Is that what he tried to do? Or was that just like a grossed out face? Churchgoers? Oh. I mean, oh, he's feeling her pain. Oh. Yeah, he can't. No one said he can save people from illnesses and stuff. Oh. March. Turned into another young girl who didn't want to die. Really makes sense that he turned into March in this situation. Oh. Damn. Damn. Is he turning into her? He gonna create another body of her? Oh, that's so painful. One of the spirits? Interesting. Who is he talking to? Did he doesn't see her spirit, so she moved on. As goofy as Bon is, he really does have his moments that are just really great. He does seem like a really good person. Wait, what? No way. What? How? What? No. Can he make another body and their spirits go into it? Oh shit. He can see him? Or no? Has he never tried to make a person before? Or does it... Hmm... This is insane. And why is he so scared? Is he worried that Fushi won't follow him or be with him anymore? Oh my god, if Fushi brings his friends back? Can you imagine having March again? In the flesh? Would she be able to grow up still? Damn. God damn it, Bond, tell him! But that sets up the possibility that... Hmm... Trying to keep him for himself. Yeah. Huh. There's someone following him that doesn't want this to be a thing? Who is it that doesn't want Fushi to revive people? Unless it's the black one. I'll get an earful from him. Maybe it's the black one? Getting along with Toto quite well. Is that Kahaku following them in a barrel? It looks like the girl. Hmm. Hmm. Ah. Hmm. He wants the doll? Ah, he copies it. Yep. Interesting. What if Fushi brought everyone back? Would he lose their forms? Wait, Toto's a girl? That's a reveal. Despicable. Iris is the real name. Reading the book he was given. Hmm. It definitely sounds weird. But also, he used to be a stone. So, I mean. there are. There actually are. The lady that's in love with a roller coaster. Some weird stuff. Oh, Marge. Yep, she loved her dolls. Part of it, at least. He read a bunch of books. Fushi read a bunch of books, right? But I guess they were probably all nonfiction rather than fiction. Oh. Is it with March? Oh. Damn. Oh boy. Jeez. That's jumping a gun. What's a wife? it there! I'm not really into the whole Kahaku relationship shit, especially also because I still don't trust those people at all. Like, Kahaku seems okay right now, but I also wouldn't put it past him if he just starts, like, drugging Fushi and starts trying to use him for his own means, right? Just like all the other in his bloodline have done. So maybe I'm wrong for feeling that way, but I just don't fully trust Kahaku. And then on top of that, I don't really care to see Fushi in a relationship, especially, I don't know, it is definitely weird seeing him, like, suddenly start taking a female form now, and then have a relationship like that when he had a male form. Like, even he said he identifies himself mainly as a male because that's what he spent the most time, you know? So, I don't know. But, is that how the outro usually is? Like, with seeing, like, the leaves expanding, and so I guess it's probably normal. Maybe I just usually talk through it, mostly. Alright. Well, I hate to say it, but I think I just noticed a teaser in that outro. That is it, guys, by the way, for episode 5. But yeah, right there at the end of the outro, you have all the people that have died around Fushi together, and then you have Bond's cape, like, step up. I didn't really pay attention to that before, but I saw it now, so... I mean, obviously, it's the nature of this show at this point. We know that most of the people Fushi's gonna meet are gonna die eventually. Who knows how he's gonna die, you know? It could be old age, right? But yeah, obviously... They heavily focused on Fushi's creation ability this episode. One, in creating just a massive amount of supplies, which always blows me away at how much he can make. Like, I'm pretty sure there's no limit. It does take him a little bit of time. It seems like he has to make each thing. He did make, like, a barrel, and then, like, expand it off to make more barrels. I don't know if those barrels had contents, if all of them were full of arrows, if only the first one was. But either way, like, it seems like time is the only limiting factor to, like, him making things, but he can still pump things out pretty damn quickly, and it's just, it baffles my mind that it's endless, you know? Like, one, if Fushi just sat there, like, head to any place that's, like, hurting on food, and just sit there for a couple days just creating food, he could, like, solve, you know, something that can maybe be preserved, like some kind of jerky or something, if he can make that. Like, something that can be preserved for a decent amount of time. You know, like, he could just solve world hunger, possibly. I mean, granted, it takes him a long time to travel between places, so maybe those places would run out of food. Hell, maybe, like, if he can figure out a way to create something that would make, like, arid land that they could farm on, right? Could be better, because then you get them to be able to make their own food, then they do it forever, kind of thing. You know, you teach a man, you know, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man to fish, he eats forever, you know? Or he never runs out, or however that line goes. You know what I mean. Anyway. But yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about that, because seeing him create that just, like, mountain of boxes of different things was just, like, everything needed to, like, create a camp and all that is just nuts, you know? We see him do it every now and then, but yeah, I mean, obviously the biggest part of, I mean, we did have a knocker attack, but it ended pretty quickly. I think, honestly, the biggest thing about the knocker attack for me was, the fact that Bond, it showed how much Bond cares about all of his people, and once again, more and more stuff is endearing me to his character. Now, obviously, it stinks that he's not telling Fushi about the spirits yet. He's trying to use Fushi to his own ends first, and then he's gonna let him know, and that's kind of shitty. But I get it. I don't like it, but I get it, and it doesn't make me hate his character. I think he still has a good heart. I think he just also really wants to be king, and, you know, he's doing what he can to get there. But that's another thing, is I don't understand what the dad wants from Bon, right? Like, obviously, there's the fact that Bon uses all of his allowance on his own stuff, right? Whereas the brother uses his allowance to donate and build things for, expanding the hospital or whatever it was that he was doing with it. Um, but the fact that Bond's men, like, so many people love him, everyone cheers for him when he goes in town, like, he seems like he's such a good person to all of his subjects and everything. Like, he seems like he would make a good king. I mean, maybe that actually would make him a bad king, maybe that's my biased opinion of being like, I think a leader should be one that is loved by his people versus, maybe they need a leader that can make the hard choices and isn't loved. Um, but at least to me, he seems like he would be a good king. Excuse me. But, sorry about that. That being said, for this episode, Fushi was able to create life, which is insane. Like, if we can get our characters back, that's nuts. I don't even know what I would do if we got March and, like the three people we kept seeing with him this episode. It was March, Tanari, and then it was one other who was it that was to his left? Was it Gugu? Or was it someone else that was actually with him? I don't remember where it was. There was one scene where he saw three around him. Was it when he walked away? When he tore up the note? And then Fushi walked by? Might have been like around right here. I didn't get to see his reply to Bond's question either. Okay, yeah, so... Okay. I think I was either writing or talking during that scene where he asked, like, if your friends were back, would you still go with me? And he's like, no. So yeah, Fushi basically admitted that he's gonna leave him. Damn it, where was the scene? God damn it, my throat is messing with me right now. I apologize for constantly clearing it. I'm probably gonna have to do it again, too. I feel like it's, like, about to mess up my talking here in a second. Maybe it wasn't this part, my bad. Huh. See, I swear it was, I can't, like, skipping ahead, I can't seem to see it, but I thought it was the tent scene, right? I thought it was when Fushi was... Oh my... God, my computer fans just took off like a damn rocket ship. I don't know. I actually can't find the scene. I don't know when it was, but yeah, I mean, there was a scene where Fushi had two people around him or three people around him, and I cannot remember what the third was. I'm guessing it was Gugu. But my question is, despite all that, regardless of what I was saying, it seems like there's someone that doesn't want... I mean, he did say, why didn't you tell Fushi he can do this to the black one? And he just kind of appeared in front of Bon, and then Bon just kind of, like, got scared and walked past him. So I'm thinking he might be talking about the black one, right? But he said he wouldn't appreciate it or he doesn't want Fushi to know about this. So it very well could just be the black one he's talking about, but I'm wondering if there's someone else, like a different spirit or something, that has been following Fushi that doesn't want Fushi to know about this ability. And I'm wondering, is it one of the people we know? Or is it, could it be like Gugu doesn't want to come back? Is it Gugu? Or I'm trying to think of like the guy forms that have been significant. Is it possible that it's the boy from the beginning of the show? But the thing is I think the boy from the beginning of the show, the way he like walked out and saw all of his people, I feel like that was him finding peace, right? But the other question I have is, Bond said that the guy's daughter was in heaven. Now, was that because Bond didn't see the spirit, so he knew she was in heaven, or the afterlife? Or was that just something Bond was saying to make her feel better? Like, I guess one of my theories is, does Bond, or I guess I should say, does Fushi need to have the spirit nearby to be able to bring the person back, right? Is that why when he makes the crabs, they're not alive, because the spirit of the crab that he made the copy of is like off somewhere else, kind of thing? Like, we haven't seen what the young, I can't remember his name, I apologize, but the bigger kid with the arrows from the end of season 1, in Jananda, or whatever it was called. He died and Fushi has his form, but I don't think we've ever seen his spirit following Fushi. So if Fushi didn't have that spirit near him, would it just be a lifeless body? Was she brought back because her spirit was here, Same with Perona. We haven't seen Perona. If he made a body of Perona, would her spirit be able to go into it if it's not here, If she's moved on, kind of thing? I don't know. I feel like the spirit has to be here. I feel like it's going to tie into that whole spirit arc thing. So Fushi can probably only bring back the people whose spirits are here, right? But maybe if it is Gugu that doesn't want to be revived, maybe that's why he doesn't want to be revived. Maybe Reen's spirit isn't here, and Gugu just wants to be with Reen, and is like off trying to find her, and then eventually reunites with Gugu. Reunites with Fushi if Gugu can't find what he's looking for, spends a little time with Fushi, and then goes off looking for Reen again, Or maybe he's trying to, like, find his way to the afterlife to hopefully find her or something. I don't know. And if he does find out, maybe, because obviously it's hard for Fushi. I guess Bond might be able to help communicate, right? And be like, hey, ask them if they want to come back, right? And get permission before he does it, because Fushi didn't really have the permission of that girl to bring her back. What if she didn't want to come back into this world, kind of thing. So maybe consent will be a factor too, or not a factor, because obviously he can do it without it, but like, unless she had to choose for her spirit to go into the body, right? Like, maybe he made the body and it was lifeless, and then she was able to move her spirit into it by choice. I don't know. But either way, it's a fascinating concept. I really want to learn more about it, and it definitely, once again, these last couple episodes have really expanded this world. If we get March back and stuff, and it's like, can those bodies created by Fushi then age, Can Fushi keep bringing them back every time they die? I don't know. It kind of changes everything. I wonder if eventually Fushi will find out, like, will Fushi find out this season, or will it be like an end of the season thing? Like, when will Bond finally tell him? I will say, in the opening, not to get too meta with it, but I don't feel like we have any, like, characters in the opening that I feel like would be our characters a little bit older or anything to, like, hint that they're coming back, right? So either that's just left to be a big surprise, or maybe they change up the opening after, like, usually halfway through. They sometimes change the opening, and maybe it's going to happen in the second half, kind of thing, because it is 20 episodes for season 2, so, that's possible too. But yeah, I don't want to get too meta with it, but yeah, I don't see anything like hinting, so it might be a bit before Fushi finds out. I'd love for him to find out this season and see, like, what happens, see if he brings people back. Who is it that doesn't want him? Like, is it the Black One? Why doesn't the Black One want him to? Does he... the Black One has always thought that Fushi, like, caring about these people has been a problem, right? He wants Fushi to be, like, on his own, wandering, kind of thing. So maybe it is him that is against it. And would he would the black one be able to take action against Fushi if he did find out to like stop him from doing it, right? Or I don't know, but we'll see. I'm very intrigued. So that's going to be it from me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. Link is in the description below. You can see 2 episodes ahead. Maybe it's happened by then. Maybe not. But you can check that out on there if you want. I also have Patreon exclusive shows where you can see things like Better Call Saul and Sympho Gear. I'm watching on there before they even release to YouTube. Check that out if you're interested. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.